I'm that stupid. Still down to do it if you act stupid. Get locked up and get back to it, yeah.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach, and you're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the StubHub Center, 20 miles south of downtown L.A. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Chargers. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Second down, Mariota. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way. Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to lead to a third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well. His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate. Gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. And McManus able to put it through. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The first carry for Josh Adams. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On 2nd down, Ryan. This one complete to Christian Kirk. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he'll get this up to about the 40. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. On the crossing route, complete. It's Adams. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The numbers for Adams in last week's game. 6 catches, 63 yards.
3rd in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong number. That means he's being consistent each and every time out.
On 1st down, Adams. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful...
Now Ryan on 2nd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now Ryan. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Shaq Lawson able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Partner, I know that ball security is preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's going to be caught. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you guys going to come out of the gate. I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's what.
And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Thomas Rawls, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Extra point up and through. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Mariota now on second down. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And the ball is knocked out. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Ryan. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, a 22.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
Mariota. And over the middle, this is Parker. He's at the 50, the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 83 yards.
The well-executed slant routes are based on timing, and that one was hit just right. Ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, right to the receiver. He catches it on the run, and you saw the end result. Big-time run after catch. They love those rack yards.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Play action now. Mariota. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Za'Darius Smith. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And McManus able to put it through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. Let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense. You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Ryan now off the bootleg. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken around the 12. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Getting set to go again on offense, here's Devontae Parker now. He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
But so far he's north of 100 yards receiving.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And Rudolph has it left side. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. On play action, Mariota. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On 2nd down, Mariota again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Mariota now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. To the air again. Mariota over the middle, and it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. Mariota on 1st down. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Kyle Rudolph, as the first half is winding down, and the Pats able to cash in for 6. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. "13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Ryan on first down. Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. So much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. He spins free. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
20.
Play action. It's Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Ryan now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Adams. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and there's creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Another run, but this time it's Rawls. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll run on first down. Adams, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Now a play fake here on first down. And it's caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Doug Baldwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down, Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. New England on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throw it. Mariota over the middle here to Rudolph. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you off sides. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. They go play action. Mariota, he's going to let one go deep. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Devontae Parker, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Pats able to cash in for 6.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. Creeping up on 1,000, could get there on this drive, so a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now, instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area to try and discourage the quarterback from going to him. That means everyone else, win your routes. You've got an opportunity to catch passes now, too.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Darren Lee there to get him down. Play action. Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Ryan will throw again. Dancing to his left. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing again. Ryan. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. On 1st down, Adams. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Ryan on 2nd down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Ryan to throw. Being chased out left. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Matt Ryan, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They go screen. This is Ingram. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll look to set up his blockers. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Geronimo Allison, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to do with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Here's Ryan. And able to find Kirk complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
On 2nd down, Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And Adams has it complete. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out. Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection. On 1st down, Ryan. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
They'll run on 1st down. Adams. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Ryan, incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Davante Adams with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but Now, I'm looking at your face, and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now Mariota to Shepard, complete over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Mariota. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. The false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Mariota. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Mariota to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. First down, Mariota. And off the deflection, it's caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. From the red zone now, Mariota. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be taken in by the Chargers, and it appears they're going to win this football game. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. On 2nd down, Rawls. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. on third down. It's Adams. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play.
Hey, what's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it.